Monday morning. Quick vent clean. Ready for spreading fertiliser. The wheels definitely need cleaning. Load of crows on the sunflower field. Probably digging up the seeds and eating them. Starting to look a bit cleaner now. Sometimes when we fill the sprayer up, it's a powder. You have to like let it suck it in slowly. Wash the drum in there. Wash the drum in that one, and it spins round. Put it on there to drip dry. Keep missing it, but Andrew's got a problem with the air on, keeps sticking on. Let's get going spraying. You can really see here the importance of having the drill set up properly. So that was the bit where it wasn't set up perfect. You can see where we've patched a little bit in there, if you can't, I'm sorry about the reflection. And then here, bang, that's where the drill was then set up properly. If it wasn't for the drill mess up, I'd have had some awesome looking wheat on this field. Instead I've got some rubbish bits around the outside and along that edge. But when you think it's on 25cm row spacing and already it's filled across, that's pretty good. Plenty of tillers. I'm not sure if you can hear, but that light's gone loose and it's wobbling, vibrating, so I think I'm going to stop at the end and tighten it up. I'm guessing it's a 13 milli. And I'll pull these steps down. Can't do it with one hand. Pull these steps down, open like a boot shop here to do it. See. Handrail as well. Easy. I'll just turn it on the back. I need two 13s. See if I can get it with a 14 that side, or a 13 the other. This is the field that we were filming country filing on Wednesday. You can see the brownish patches where the wild oats were dying off that were in it. So it will look horrific in the drone footage. It was also a field that was drilled with the incorrect drill setup. It was after beans and we actually disked the whole field afterwards to try and bury the seed a bit better. Anyway, it's not too bad, but I just know that on the drone it's going to look awful next Sunday, which is a bit of a shame. See that? 4389. When it gets to 5,000, it means the tank's empty. So that's 5.5 grand's worth of diesel since it was last filled up. The fuel bill for February was 17,500. There's a little bit of heating fuel for the other house, but it's ridiculous. I was talking to Stuart yesterday, obviously planting spuds. They're using £2,000 worth of diesel a day. The job's just mental at the moment, and we're still getting ripped off because it's still not up as much. It's still up double what it is at the fuel pumps. I know we're using it without the road fund duty on it, but still, the actual raw commodity that it starts with is twice, it's like 60p, 70p dearer than it should be. Andrew's off now, putting a little bit of urea on the grass. We wanted to put digestate on it, but they can't get us any, so we're going to have to put a little bit of urea on it. I'm off spraying with Chester and Charlotte. Chester's doing a quick zoomy round the field before we spray it. Chester, that's not your seat. Your seat's on the floor. I'll let Mummy sit down. going to show you now how to spray this little bit here. So it's only sort of 12 metres wide, 24 metres ish, and then it goes off to 36. So I'll put the camera on the fence over there, and then you can see how you can sort of fold different sections up to just do little bits like this. That's what's good with this sprayer. You can spray it 12, 24 or 36 metre. So I'll put you on this fence post. It's always a bit fiddly doing stuff like that, especially because you don't have your radars. The radars are on the outer section, and then it's a bit rocky. You're trying to control the boom height on the switches. So as I was saying yesterday, I did an interview for Radio 5 Live. Now, when they rang me up, they were very keen to talk about the angle of the fact that it's good for men to talk and meet each other and good for mental health, and that was the thing that they wanted to talk about. When it comes to the live interview, the DJ didn't want to talk about that whatsoever. He didn't even register what I was trying to say about the importance of men talking. All he wanted to do was talk about was the discrimination going on and why aren't men and women the same. And I was just like, this isn't the point of this. I'm not being dragged into a conversation about discrimination and things like that. So I'll just turn it. I think he wanted to be Jeremy Vine, so he wanted to try and see if he could draw me into an argument with a lady on there that didn't think it was a good thing to have different groups, but she wasn't really playing ball and I wasn't particularly interested. Anyway, it's 20 minutes. They told me it'd be 8, and it ended up being 20 minutes. But yeah, I just thought it was a bit of a cheap trick, really. You know, you've got a huge audience there, perhaps, that he could have done some good with the airtime, if you will. You know, like, the vote happened, it's a democratic vote, the society is what it is. It might end up folding in years to come because it doesn't evolve and change. Does it matter? But, you know, the important thing really is to encourage men to talk, and he just didn't want to take that angle. All he wanted to do was basically try and argue about why men can't just talk to women and things like that. He was a bit of an idiot, to be honest, and just didn't take the whole mental health, the fact that men take their lives 3 times the rate of women. You know, the biggest killer of men between, I think, 25 and 40 is themselves. He didn't even want to talk about anything like that. To him, it was just, oh, look at this. You know, you should allow women to go. That's not my argument. I agree totally. If you were setting that group up today, it should be men and women. But being as how it isn't really a discussion group, and when people go, it's just more of a social event where they do talk to each other or get out of the house. I think you should just let sleeping dogs lie, leave it be. There's plenty of other things in the region, and that's that. This field has a row of telegraph poles, so we put the tram line so that we can just go along slow with the sprayer, and it should just tap them and go round them. That was probably a bit quicker than it normally goes. But we speed up between them and then just slow down, and the rate automatically slows, and the boom should just gently kiss it. There we go. Flop round it. Pretty good though when you're doing like a herbicide, because you kill all the weeds around the bottom of the pole. Just pull the head of barley apart now, and you can see the head and the whiskers starting to form. I'll show you actually better. So if we split it open now, let's pull the stem apart if you can without ripping it to bits. There we go. So that is going to be the seed head, the grain sites, or the little bobbly bits. And then the whiskers are sort of hidden in the leaf here, ready to come out. Sort of munched them up a bit, they're not very strong at the moment. But yeah, that's what we want. That to fill now with grain. And then by July, early July, we'll be able to combine it. Loading the trailer now with some fertiliser. And I've got this bag left over from last year Reassuringly British Nitram fertiliser. Yet both UK factories, one's shut and one's running half cock. And Putin's holding the world to ransom with fertiliser and oil and gas, and we're not even making it ourselves. The world's just completely mad. He's also started bombing Lviv, which is right on the Polish border, and it's a lovely town. I've been there. So where have you come from then?
Manchester.
Whereabouts?
Caton.
And what's your names? Sheldon. Loaded Andrew up now. This is the yard that Frank sorted out the other week that was all muddy and horrible. And then Stephen's just brought this to show me. And he's just kitted out inside. For a guy that watches the videos, he does escort vehicles. And he's put a bed in it for him and like made it all like homeified. He's got to put it back on that seat though. Ex-police van, so it's got all the flashy light bits. And then the back, got all like stuff for cones and everything. Smart, innit? Looks like the hen do had a good time. Bit of a bonus though, they left some yoghurt things. Bring the spare bag's good, because if you run out, you've got one with you, and also you can put all the empty bags underneath it and weight it down. News just in, the trucks that were coming tomorrow to move the aid, there's a convoy of I think 6 leaving here, 4 others, no sorry 6, so yeah, can't remember, there's going to be 10 anyway. They're stuck in France, they're 30 hours away, or the 30-hour long queue to get out of France. I don't quite know what's going on, but they won't be here tomorrow, so it's going to be 2 p.m. on Friday. So the police are going to come and give an escort to the motorway to keep them all together as well. So I've got to ring them as well and change that round. But yeah, Friday, not Tuesday. Just tried to do a live video with Joe on TikTok, Joe Seals on TikTok. Anyway, it wasn't working very well, but never mind. Anyway, today's quiz question, really easy one. Everyone should answer. How are you feeling today? I'm around 85%. Had a pretty decent day. Would have liked to have done a bit more, and I'm a bit tired, but 85%. So how are you? Answer us a percent. Stick it in the comments below. Toby's got the birthday bumper to himself today, so happy birthday to you and anyone else whose birthday it is. The birthday bumper is nearly up to £1,000, which is amazing. Anyway, that is all for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, I've just told you anyway about the wagons. They've been delayed. It'll be Friday now, but I've spent all day trying to sort all the trucks out, but that's the best you can do, is just move it forwards 3 days. Back 3, back forwards, backwards. Was it backwards? I don't know. Anyway, fast. Is it? It's moving it back, isn't it? She's moving the dates back. So yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate. But anyway, thanks for watching today, and I'll see you all tomorrow.